Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description. Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the predictions episode for No Mercy.
Yeah, we'll be at No Mercy. Are you excited?
The only prediction show you need to be listening to, available on iTunes.
You didn't answer my question. You no-sold it. Are you excited to be going to No Mercy?
Yes. 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 Yeah, you know why? Because Mauro Ranell is going to be there. Block party.
Are you going to make a sign for him?
You think he's going to block us from getting in?
I don't think he has.
Where are we going to be? Are we going to be sitting in his, in his field
No,
of view?
we're sitting, we'll be in view of the camera.
Okay.
On the wider shots.
Okay. All right.
Although it's a SmackDown show and they have the crane, so they don't do a lot of wider shots.
Here's the thing about signs. They're kind of just a pain in the ass. Put it this way, anything that impedes me from having a good time,
I agree.
I'm anti.
I agree.
Like I'm gonna shoot some video while we're there of us like being fun, so we can put it up on the channel and people can kind of experience. But even doing that impedes me a little bit from having fun. No, I'm okay doing that because the people out there through the Patreon at patreon.com/Stephen Larson, they're ponying up money so they can be part of this experience.
Yeah.
And so I'm fine doing that. That'll be some fun.
I agree with you, though, that, yeah, signs
pain
in the ass.
Are a pain in the ass. You gotta make them in the first place. You gotta bring them in the second place. So you're carrying them around. We're doing a friendo meetup at 3 p.m. outside the Golden One Center at that big colorful piece of artwork that they have out there.
Yes.
That $10 million. How do you remember how much it was?
A lot of money.
A lot of money, $1 million artwork that they have outside the Golden One Center. We're going to be there if you guys want to come hang out with us for a little bit, say hi, and chat some wrestling and stare at us awkwardly, which is probably how the meetups usually can go.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and do that. We're totally fine with that. So then I'd have to be at the meetup with a sign. And
it's all too much.
It's all too much. Now, here's the thing. But when's the last time you watched like an Attitude Era episode of Raw?
Oh, I remember vividly. There's signs everywhere.
And in that environment, when it's kind of like, if you buy your ticket for an Attitude Era Raw, you got to make a sign.
Yeah,
you just have to.
Well, that was a thing back then.
We did, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody had signs. You tried to be clever, or back then, vulgar, obnoxious, offensive. You know, a lot of those signs were horribly offensive. But these days, it's not the thing. Like, you see a couple signs scattered throughout the crowd. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, Commissioner Ulysses, he made a sign for the Raw he went to.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even make it. Like, he showed it to us on Twitter. And even in close-up, I couldn't make it out. He used, like, really thin letters. He wrote, like, an essay on it. It was horrible. I don't play him this week in Friendo Fantasy. I play Chongo. If you want to meet Chongo, come out to the meetup.
Yeah, he may be there. I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? You're not sure?
I don't know if he's going to be there or not. I haven't talked to him about it.
At the show?
No, he'll be at the show. I don't know if he'll be at the meetup.
Oh, he's coming to the meetup.
Okay. Well, let's talk about No Mercy, since that's the point of this video, is to predict the results of No Mercy.
Okay, let's do that. Match 1.
Pre-show. As we predicted.
Confirmed?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Baron Corbin and Jack Swagger?
Correct.
Is Baron Corbin ever going to escape the pre-show?
No.
Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, at least he's on. Is Apollo Crews on the show?
Nope.
At least my wrestler of April 2016, Baron Corbin. At least he's on the card.
Who wins?
Oh, Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah.
Murder.
Yeah.
I would be really surprised if it wasn't an absolute bloodbath. If very early on Baron Corbin pulled out like a wrench and just started whacking Swagger in the teeth with it. Why are you talking like that? Pronounce your S's.
Your Baron Corbin is just kind of like a Keanu Reeves.
It's Keanu Reeves and George McFly mixed into one.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
Hey man,
a little bit.
Get your damn hands off her.
I like here. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for No Mercy 2016,
Good.
And usually they have the matches in the list, and they always have the main event at the very top.
Okay.
Or sorry, at the very bottom.
All right.
Sorry. On this list, they have the pre-show match, and apparently, according to Wikipedia, what's opening the main card is the World Championship match.
Oh, good Lord. I know. And then look at the main event.
I know. Kurt Hawkins versus To Be Decided.
To Be Determined, yeah.
So anyways.
Man, I can't wait to talk about Dan Matha.
Yeah.
in our dirt sheet. That's coming up tomorrow. We got to talk about Dan.
Yeah.
Can we talk 30 minutes about Dan Matha?
If you want to.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
Kurt Hawkins against a mystery opponent.
Okay,
I guess
so
Kurt Hawkins has to win.
who's going to be his mystery opponent? They're going to bring out a jobber for him? Kurt Hawkins has to win this thing.
Yeah.
What if his mystery opponent is Dan Matha? I want to say, is Dan Matha from Australia?
I don't know.
Dan Matha. Because he looks like an Australian. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know either.
Hold on a second. Let's see where he's from. I wonder if it says on his Twitter. Who do you think the mystery opponent's going to be?
It'll probably be a jobber.
Okay, here's the thing about SmackDown, though, is that it's going to be SmackDown's the unpredictable show, and it's the goofier show.
Yeah.
So I would doubt that it's like a straight up local. I doubt that it's going to be Sasha Derevko unless they put him in a goofy outfit. It's got to be something goofy, right? Doesn't have to be something goofy.
I don't know.
I hope he gets murdered.
What's who's a character who has an angle or a gimmick that's directly opposite of Kurt Hawkins?
Dan Matha.
I don't think Dan Matha has a character or gimmick yet.
Dick Wiggle. What is Mojo? Is Mojo on the card?
No.
It's not going to be Mojo.
No, because he doesn't exist, first of all.
Yeah, that's true. It would be.
And he's also in a tag team now.
All right, so let me ask you this. Do you believe? I mean, look, I don't know about this whole. How do we predict? What I care about is who wins or loses between us.
Yeah.
So, man, you get like all the points if you correctly predict who he fights.
Yeah.
So I guess we have to make a prediction.
Yeah,
on
I
that,
suppose
on
we
that
should.
end. All right.
Well, since we know a little bit about the local wrestling scene.
I'm going to say it's Sasha Derevko.
Okay.
That's who I'm going to say. I'm saying that's a good one too.
That is a good one.
There's a likely that's like the highest probability, I think.
Brian Tannen.
Oh, damn it! You might have beat me in that one. Ooh.
Assuming he's still wrestling locally, I don't know.
I think he is. Okay, all right. I like mine. You like yours. I like yours. Okay, that's good.
We're both saying that Kurt Hawkins goes over, correct?
Yeah, of course he does. Okay, but here's a bonus point. Does he talk from his butthole in the ring
during the match?
At any time that we see him from his entrance to his exit, does he talk through his butthole? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he reserves those for video vignettes.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Okay, all right. That's a wash. Next.
Nikki Bella versus Carmella.
You can look, but you can't touch. They've been booking Carmella really strong, so I'm thinking Nikki's going to go over here.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
But
we got another face win in the female division.
If they really want to establish Carmella
yeah.
as a viable heel, I don't think it'd be beyond them to have Carmella win.
I agree, but I think they might carry this feud out a bit longer.
I agree,
and she might win. She might go over long term. I'm going to say Nikki wins this.
I'm going to say Carmella.
All right, that's good. It's good.
Next,
yeah,
Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt.
I mean, you're an idiot if you think Bray Wyatt's going to win this.
Really?
On the other hand, he's lost so much. He's lost so many times.
Who's your pick?
Randy Orton.
I think I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt.
Oh boy, that's a bad investment right there, buddy boy.
Listen,
don't bet your own money on that one.
Listen, especially if this is a feud that's going to carry on for a little bit.
Hey, listen. Every single line of logic that you could possibly come up with says Bray should win this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But none of that matters because Bray never wins. And that is such the safe bet.
This is why I'm picking Bray to win.
Okay.
Because when's the last time he won a pay-per-view match? Like a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
Have him win. Have this feud carry on till Survivor Series.
Okay.
At which point Randy can win the blow-off match.
Randy's a bigger
and so he
guy.
Wins the feud,
yeah.
but give Bray a win.
Yeah. You might be right.
That's what I'm saying,
You're
Bray.
It's Randy. Randy's going to win this one. He's going to win the next one. He's probably going to win the one after that.
Bray will win. Maybe they'll bring out Sister Abigail finally. Bray won't win clean, but he'll win.
All right.
He should win.
All right.
Next.
I mean, he should win. I agree with that totally. I get points if I say he should win also?
No, because then he would just win, and I would get the point.
All right.
Next.
Dan Matha.
We'll go Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos.
Heath Slater and Rhino versus the Usos. Oh, this is kind of a toss-up right
This
here.
is the coin flip match, I think, because it could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. I'm gonna say in this instance, let's see, who stood tall at the end of SmackDown?
Heath Slater and Rhino.
Heath Slater and Rhino. The Usos are currently embroiled in a feud with American Alpha.
But that could just be setting up a feud afterwards for the tag titles.
Mm-hmm. No, I know. Yeah, because I'm predicting a lot of face wins besides the main event. Was the IC title? Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about that right before the main event.
All right. You gotta go. I'm going with the Usos on this one. I think I'm gonna go with the Usos.
Yeah, I think I am too.
Because the Heath Slater Rhino thing is, see, look, they're still over.
Yeah.
But I feel like their storyline has kind of come to a conclusion.
Yes.
Like, there's a million reasons why the Usos should win this thing. I could see SmackDown being annoying and doing the thing where they don't win, though.
Yeah.
But I'll say that they're going to do the right thing and win.
Yeah, I agree. And also, if they do, if the Usos go after, say, Rhino's leg, like they've been doing to all their opponents, that could give that could help write off Rhino if he has to go campaigning.
Yeah.
Next,
Yes.
Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. This seems like my lock.
This is definitely the lock.
Becky Lynch is going to win.
Becky wins this, yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship match.
All right.
Miz putting up his title, Dolph putting up his career.
So rumors are abound that that Dolph might be taking a backstage role with the WWE.
Yeah, that was Brian Alvarez.
Oh, Alvarez, okay.
From Wrestling Observer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this means like negative to me, like negative chances that he's going to lose, meaning he's going to win, is him going on Instagram saying goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, I know.
That to me just smells like a big fat work.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree with that, yeah.
But if Brian Alvarez is saying that, I think that's just misinformation leak or misguiding information.
Yeah.
Coming out.
It was Wrestling Observer and I guess MLW Radio.
Okay. I think they're doing everything they can possibly do to make us think that Miz is going to lose this thing, but he's going to win it.
Wait, Miz or Dolph?
I'm sorry, Dolph. I always get these two stupid names confused.
You always get their names mixed up.
Dolph is going to win. They're doing everything they can. They're doing everything they can to make us think that Dolph is going to lose and end his career. He's going to win this thing. And it's going to be huge. Like, they're making the IC belt matter.
Yeah.
And Miz is going to have to go to they need another main event face. It's funny, man. I was thinking last night while I was doing research for the list show this week. And I was trying to figure out why looking at both shows, the fact that one wins over the other every week, I think is just it to me, I'm so torn about the brand split still. In that I feel like back in 2002, the level of main event talent was just obscene.
Yeah.
And both shows felt like they needed a brand split.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily certain, because even before the brand split, we would talk about how Raw, you'd get sucked in this black hole. It's not like they were booking everything through and through on Raw and packing it all into because right now you got a 5-hour show, which really should be a 4-hour show because of Raw.
Yeah.
But you've got one giant 5-hour show, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
split into two halves.
Split into two halves. There's obvious differences, but it's all WWE. It's all feuds, you know. In the end, it's all the same thing. But they couldn't even do it right with one 3-hour show. I mean, look, we're stuck with the brand split. It's here. I'm fine with it. We're all I've adjusted to it.
And it's given several wrestlers an opportunity to do more.
Yeah. It just, to me, it's still like when you plot out the SmackDown World Title scene, or the WWE World Title scene rather, there's just not enough main event talent there.
No,
on SmackDown,
I agree, especially with
the way they're booking Bray, especially, and they're all like the Miz. It makes total sense with the trajectory of the Miz for him to jump up to that next level.
Yeah,
the belt goes. Dolph takes the belt off him. Dolph then becomes sort of the foundation for that new upper mid card, which is there's nobody there.
No.
And then, but I think it's a perfect spot for Baron then to jump up. I think.
But also, going back to the lack of depth on, the main event scene on SmackDown. There was reports that Cena is going to take a hiatus to go shoot
Dean?
And Dean.
Their
shoot a movie.
faces are leaving en masse, apparently. And when I say en masse, there's 2 people.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them, you know?
And so you're, for the main event scene, you're left with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, who are currently embroiled in a feud. And then someone needs to step up. And I think you're right. I think The Miz is the most logical choice to step up.
But then you have AJ. He's a heel.
Yeah.
You know? And so, I don't know. I mean, Randy, I guess, is the next logical person to go up there. I don't know. It's just, I feel like the brand split was kind of, like, I feel like they should have brought up a bunch of talent first and had a really crowded Raw show, see how that worked, and then, like, move it down. Or
they already did have a really crowded Raw show.
I know, but it never felt like it. I mean, it felt like it all the wrong ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm sorry. I went off on a tangent. I was just thinking about it last night. I was like, man, Raw was really stacked and SmackDown was really stacked. And now there's just a lot of unevenness happening.
I'll agree with you that Dolph will win.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if The Miz won.
Yeah, me neither. Nothing will surprise me. And nothing surprised me with SmackDown anymore. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that. But I think Dolph's gonna win. I think that makes the most sense. I mean, you know, it'd be hilarious if he did take on a backstage role, but he was part of the Fit Finlay Adam Pearce.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah,
for
yeah.
SmackDown, and so every once in a while he'd come running out as part of security, and people are so it's like, hey, it's Dolph. Anyways, continue.
Main event.
Okay.
AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose versus John Cena.
Oh, AJ Styles retains his world title. I think that, to me, is probably the lock. Well, Becky Lynch is definitely a lock.
There's always a chance, small chance, they'll give Cena the belt and have him hold it for a couple days. Like, he can win it No Mercy and then drop it to AJ again on SmackDown.
Yeah. That would be really interesting if they had a title change on SmackDown.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's not going to happen.
No, I don't think it'll happen. But I'm just saying,
still...
I agree that AJ will win.
Yeah.
But I think I can't really fathom any plausible scenario in which Becky Lynch loses.
Oh, I agree with that completely.
Whereas I can think of a scenario or two where AJ could lose.
Could you imagine Alexa Bliss trying to hold that women's title? She's so tiny. Like, she would tip over or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think AJ's definitely going to win. I don't see any scenario where Dean wins.
No.
And they tried the Dean thing. Dean seems to be better without the belt anyway.
Yeah. And maybe, when he has his heel turn, maybe give him another run, maybe see how that works.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I know people bitch about us in our YouTube comments about being down on Dean. There's one guy who was like, literally didn't do anything different. Yeah, I don't know. He talks faster now.
Yeah.
He does. He has more intensity now.
Yeah.
But, that's sort of on the surface, it's just Dean talks faster,
But there's something behind. There's motivation why he's talking faster in his promos because he's more intense.
Well, he's more intense. That leads that. I mean, that like the more intense you are, the faster you talk.
Not necessarily, but for him, that's the case.
For him, that's the case, exactly. So, anyways, I think it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a fun show. So when the camera pan goes wide, we're gonna be visible.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think we're about 5 rows back up from the floor.
Yeah. So look for us.
Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah.
Maybe I'll wear this shirt.
Early prediction on match of the night.
Miz Dolph.
I think easily Miz Dolph. It's gonna be a barn burner. That's gonna be a good match.
The main event will be really good too.
I really wish they would let them bleed.
That's another
thing. That's another thing. Doing the research on these lists on the list show, man, so much blood back in the day. Lots of blood
during the ruthless aggression era.
Very effective.
Lots of blood.
Very effective, and it's all happened to be. It's all JBL too.
Yeah,
JBL made it. He bled a lot, and he made a lot of other people bleed too. He liked to choke people with various things. He liked to hang people.
I noticed that too.
Really disturbing imagery of him hanging like John Cena from a cord on top of an amp. You see the Big Show choking Cena through the spotlight, and it was a massive explosion.
No,
it was so cartoonish. I'll show you the still afterwards. It was great. I don't think any of that's going to happen at No Mercy, but that'd be great if it did. Anyways, yeah, you guys can meet us. We'll be there. We're going to do a friendo meetup thing. We're not going to be at Raw the next night, but we are going to be. We're going to be there.
At No Mercy.
Just look for that in front of the Golden One Center. That giant, colorful thing.
And maybe I'll wear this shirt. It's bright red.
You'll blend in with the giant, colorful thing. Yeah, there you go. All right. Anyways, that's it for now. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.